Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on in-place components. And again, it is going to be very important topic, and this will transform your modeling and your entire workflow. So what is in-place components? So there may be there can be a situation wherein you know that this particular element is restricted only with respect to project wise, and you will not be using it later future in any other projects. So for that purpose, if you want to restrict any element with respect to the project wise, what you will be doing, you will be going with model in place. Okay, so I will do one small activity just to show you that you don't need to create any additional family for it. It is just the inbuilt component. Using the inbuilt Revit project components, you can achieve a profile. So what profile are we talking about? So here, if you see, this is a Dado rail. This is also called as chair rail. Okay, so it sits at an elevation, you can say around 700 mm above the floor. Okay, so this is provided just to avoid scratches on the wall. Okay, so this is one what we will be modeling, and then this is a crown. Okay, so it sits right beneath the ceiling. Okay, again, it is an architectural component just to give an extra finish to the ceiling. We provide this. So how are we going to model these two components? That we will see. Along with this, we will also model a skirting. Okay, yes, so let's dive into the video. So first I will create walls, and let me just create random walls. Okay, so here random walls I am creating. And what is the purpose of creating these walls, that you will understand now. So after this, what I will do, I will go in ceiling plan and I will model a ceiling, and this will be an automatic ceiling, because once I go to automatic ceiling, it will take the walls, which creates a closed boundary, and then it will create ceiling all around it. So you can see here that there is a ceiling which has been created. After that, what we will do, we will go here and then we will take one section. Okay, so let this section be here, and this thing, view range, we are changing. Okay, now our walls are ready and we have plotted a section as well. It's time to proceed further with the ceiling, with the ceiling element, which is the crown. Okay, so for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to first go to this view here, and there is a ceiling that you can see. So what I will be doing is, I will first create a reference plane. To create a reference plane, I have pressed RP, which is a shortcut for creating the reference plane, and then I will pick component here. So there is a ceiling which I have created, and then I have to lock this over here. Okay, I will lock this. Now once I lock it, what will happen? Let me delete the other one that I've created. Okay, so even if I move this, okay, let me lock our ceiling here. Okay, fine, yeah. So even if I move the ceiling, what will happen? Our reference plane will follow it, our profile will follow it. So let us give name to this. So this is going to be crown. Okay, let's keep C caps. After that, I'll click here on the reference plane, and then I will select this floor here. Okay, I am not able to select the floor, but let me select this wall here, and I will say that this has to be at 750 mm from the wall. Okay, so now let us take this as 1000 mm. This will be two below. Okay, so now again I have drawn another reference plane, and then this we will give name Dado rail. Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are the two reference plane that I have created, and why I have created, you will come to know now. So we are here in the plan, and it's time to model our in-place component because we don't want to go in creating those hectic parametric families. We want to keep things pretty simple. So I will come here and model in place, and once I come here, I will put this in casework category. I will define the name here, crown. Once I do that, okay, that is done. And then I will select my reference plane, which is the crown. Once I do that, okay, and then I will go to sweep. After I select the path, you have to sketch it, and then you are selecting only the inside edges. And I did a mistake here. I want to lock this because there is another thing that I want to show you guys. I will select this and this and this. Okay, fine. I have created all the required boundaries. I will close the command and then I will go to section. Once I go to section, I have already loaded the families here. I didn't load the families. Let me load the families. I will go here and then we'll go to, okay, let us load this. Okay, fine. Let us see whether those families are there or not. Okay, so we'll go back. Fine, we did a mistake because we would have loaded this families before starting the in-place components. Let me just go back and I will come here. Okay, fine. I am canceling this. We will first load all the families inside the project. Okay. Now all the families are loaded. Okay. All right, we are good to go now. So now you take in place component, and once you do that, select the casework. You write here crown. Okay. So here it says this element, the element with this name is already there. So what we will do, crown reference. Okay, we'll write this, we'll copy this. Okay, now it's fine. After that, what we have to do, we have to take sweep. We have to sketch a path. Okay, all the path has been sketched, and then we will go to section. We did again mistake. We didn't select the reference plane. Okay, so let us go back. Let us go to sweep here. And before you jump into sweep, what you have to do is you have to select the reference plane. So the reference plane has to be crown. And then now we will select sweep and let us sketch a path. Okay, fine. We have sketched a path. Let us go in section, select the profile crown, and once we select the profile crown, it has come on the other side. Okay, it has come on the other side. So what we will do, we will just simply press flip. Why I have pressed the flip is because I will show you now. Okay, see. So now this profile has come inside. The reason I have flipped this is because before it was outside. Okay, so once you close this command, what will happen now? We will see this in 3D. Let me open a section box. We will take our section box inside. Close this. See what has happened. This is your ceiling, and now you have created a good and a very beautiful aesthetical view. An aesthetical element which is known as crown. So this sits right beneath the ceiling. Okay, another element, we will model it, and let us hide casework category here so that it becomes easier for us to select the reference planes later. Okay, again I will go to architecture tab. This time we are going to model Dado rail. Okay, in place component, select the casework category, right here Dado rail reference. Okay, once this is done, click OK. You have clicked on OK, Again, very important, select the reference plane, Dado rail. Yes, finish. Once you do this, go to sweep, sketch a path, select again the same path. And this time what we will do, we will select this path first so that I can show you how the flip will work. Okay, yeah. So everything is done. You have defined the path and your reference plane is this time here. So you will select the profile, Cheryl. Okay. So let us go with 4 inches. Okay, see, again it has come on the other side. Okay, so you flip this. Once you flip this, it will come inside. You close the command and now it's fine. If you see in 3D, this is how it has come in. Okay, so this is how it has come in. You can take, I didn't define the material. That's the reason it is somewhat, it is somewhat grayish in color and it's difficult for you people to spot the difference. But if you define the material, it will be looking very beautiful. See, just imagine there are so many turns. There are so many turns, 90-degree turn. But again, our profile has followed everything and so clear this Dado rail has come in. Okay, it's time to model a skirting now. So to model the skirting, again, we will go to in-place component. We'll take case walk. We'll write here skirting. Okay, and once we write skirting, what you will do, very important, you will define the reference plane. So this time our reference plane will be level 1 because we want our skirting to be right just above the flow. Okay, once you define the reference plane, sweep, and then you will take an, okay, fine. Let us delete this. Let us delete this as well. And now we will plot this again. Okay. After this, what we will do, we will go to section and then we will select the profile. What we'll select? We'll select base. See how nicely it has come. Let's flip this. Clean. See, you have created a skirting base as well. This is a skirting which is lying so beautifully. Just imagine, what if you take the sweep option? I have covered the sweep option as well. It is bit, tedious at the joints and all, and it is associated to the wall. I mean, it creates a problem. For example, if I move this, just see all these profiles, they move along with it. Why? Because we have locked it. If I move this reference plane, what will happen? This profile will follow it. So this is parametric. You can say that we have done a parametric modeling here, a parametric conceptual modeling. Okay, these things were so difficult to model when it comes to creating an external family. But we have made things so simple by following the in-place components. All right, learners, if you have any doubts, let me know. I hope I was very useful to you. And these skills will definitely transform your modeling. And as always, let us rise and shine together. Thank you so much, learners. Thank you.